front of the park, and folks, you can't walk back. You must get back on the train. Come back over here to visit the rest of the park. So at this time, I'm going to ask everyone to sit back, relax. We have a 5-minute train ride over to Rafiki's Planet Watch. And please make sure that your head and arms are totally inside the train. Folks, please remember the park will close at 7. This whole park will close at 7. So please pick up a Times Guide, a map, sit down in an air-conditioned building, and map out the rest of your day. Over to Rafiki's, we have a petting area where you pet sheep, goat, llama, donkey, and a cow. Inside of an air-conditioned building are characters, veterinary hospital, a lot of exhibits, and trains will bring you back here. We are coming up to some buildings. This is where we house some of our animals at the end of the evening from the safari. There is over 1,500 animals that we put in their buildings every night. This is a 2 to 3 hour process, and the reason we do this is to give them food, water, and to see if they need any extra special attention. Each animal has their own sounds. Once they hear their sound, they automatically go back into their own building. For the lions, if it rocks in a can, they shake it. Once they hear that, they automatically go back into their own building because they know they're getting dinner and a treat. The safari is 110 acres. You can put Magic Kingdom in the middle and still have 30 acres left over for parking. Once again, folks, if you have a little one, sit down for me, please. If you have a little one, they should be sitting on your lap or the bench. They should not be standing at any time. Animal Kingdom is 550 acres. You can put Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios in this park and still have leftovers for parking. The next set of buildings we're coming up to is where we house our cheetahs, rhinos, elephants, and giraffes. If you do see any animal in or around their building, folks, they are on vacation today. Folks, this is going to be your final destination. This will be your very last stop that we make. We head right back to Harambe Station. This is the very last stop we have. We head right back to Harambe. At this station here is the petting area where you pet sheep, goat, llama, donkey, and a cow. The cow's name is Miss Kitty. Inside of an air-conditioned building are characters, veterinary hospital, and a lot of exhibits. We do invite you to get off the train, visit Rafiki's, then come back to the station, and we will take you right back to Harambe. Once again, folks, the park will close at 7. As we're heading into the station, please remain seated till we do come to a full and complete stop. Please do not open any of the doors. We will do that for you. And if you do have a stroller, carry the stroller behind the solid yellow lines, which is in the middle of the station, before unfolding all personal strollers. Petting area, characters, veterinary hospital, air-conditioned building is here, and trains will come back and pick you up. This will be your very last stop. The final stop is here, folks.
We'd like to welcome everyone back aboard for a brief trip back to Africa. At this time, we do ask that all guests, from the youngest to the oldest, or from the first car to last car, please remain seated for the full and entire journey. If we do get guests standing up and or switching seats, we will have to stop the train, and that slows everyone's day of discovery. Now, on our way back to Africa, the first thing we're going to do is go through some of the backstage areas of Asia. On the way, we're going to pass a small village consisting of 3 huts. Now, these huts were built in Indonesia and are indicative of the types of homes that one could find in a rural Indonesian village. Now, the reason these huts are built up on stilts is threefold. First of all, during the time of year with the torrential monsoonal rains, the rainwater will flow under the hut and not through it. Secondly, by having your entrance built off of grade level, it can be protected by a ladder. and therefore the occupants can pick that ladder up at night, and then no unwanted visitors, be it animal or person, will come up to greet you. And thirdly, it is somewhat cooler to have your home built off of grade level than if it were built at grade level during the warmer summer months. Incidentally, these huts were here when we had our storms a few years ago, where many homes in the immediate area took on some substantial damage. These huts made it through those storms virtually untouched. So perhaps there's something to be said with a little bit simpler building styles and or techniques as well. Now for guests staying with us today at 3:45, we will be having the afternoon parade, weather permitting. Now if it is not raining, that parade will come out of what's known as the Tusker House Gate. This is a large area right in front of the safari ride. Parade will come out of that gate at 3:45, make a complete loop of Discovery Island, and returns back into the same gate between 4:15 and 4:25 this afternoon. If you have a park map, the parade route is indicated on that park map in the red dotted line. And once again, that parade starts at 3:45 this afternoon. Now our train will soon be leaving Asia behind as it returns back to its station in Africa. Now we do ask that all guests, from the youngest to the oldest or from the first car to last car, please remain seated for the full and entire journey. If you brought a personal stroller with you, please leave those strollers folded and carry them all the way off the train behind you, still folded prior to opening. This way the guests getting off the train behind you can do so safely, and no one will trip over you and or your children as you're putting them back in their strollers. At this time as well, take a moment to gather all the personal objects back together. And please, for all of you on vacation, stay that way. And do not put yourself to work by opening the rail car doors. When it is safe to do so, members of the station staff will open those doors for you. Now, once again, the Eastern Star Railway would like to thank you for spending part of your afternoon with us today. And we hope you have a wild time today at Disney Animal Kingdom. But while on board this train, please remember to remain seated, leave strollers folded, and please do not try to open the rail car doors. But when it is safe to do so, members of the staff will open those doors for you.